better. Here. Anybody's watching, thanks for bearing with me. It's like this sun is just a complete dagger. I just want to set up somewhere else, but really beautiful. Someone's in here. Hey, Kia, how's it going? The one thing about this area is the terrible, terrible wind. All right, it's kind of an interesting area here, but I'm gonna see if I can get the subject right here today. Hey, Lewis. What's up, UK Night Rider? What's going on? All right, we're gonna see who we can get for a solid hour today. Out here. I got a feeling there's gonna be a lot of people. Welcome, guys. So yeah, once again, the sign says, "Why aren't you vegan yet?" And we're just out here asking the public why they're not vegan yet. So hopefully we'll get some good answers. Hi there, how are you? You want to try a few quick questions? YouTube Live? All right, have a great day. So we'll be out here for about an hour, just asking the public 3 quick questions on basically why they're not vegan yet, what the definition of veganism is, and like if they're against animal abuse, and how can they be against animal abuse when they collectively vote for it 3 times a day. So, cop just pulled up, and you know how my experience has been with police recently. He's literally got out, started coming my way, and then into Chipotle. Honestly, though, nothing to worry about. They're nothing to worry about. Most of them are friendly. Let's go, guys. How you doing, guys? How's it going? Just asking the public 3 quick questions tonight. Hi, guys. Well, nice to see you guys. Hope you guys have had a good week so far. It's actually really sunny and really hot here today, but nice for talking. What's going on, guys? How are you? This has been like my new place where I headquarter. Let's see. Joey Carbstrom dropped an interesting outreach video today. Oh, very cool. I'll have to check it out. It was funny because as I was coming in here, I was watching a Joey Carbstrong talk from, what's going on, guys? From 5 years ago. Hi there. And it was very interesting, and it was, I guess, how he was inspiring activists, or what he was giving guidance to activists, I guess, 5 years ago. And I mean, I think it aged very well, because the same stuff I think is applicable today. Hi, guys. Kind of like my hub today. I got a little area in the shade, but I'll definitely have to check that out for sure. Oh, cool. What was the video on? Hi, guys. How's it going, everybody? Hi, guys. What was the video on, out of curiosity? Was it on like saves or pressure campaigns or activism? I saw that. I'm glad he didn't let the kids get away with casual dismissal of animal abuse. Oh, wait, I saw the thing for that. Yeah, I saw that. The pigeons, right? I think I saw the thumbnail. Was it the pigeons? Not too much traffic out here today, guys, but there's some. So looks like the purview is pretty good. What's going on, buddy? What's up, guys? Hopefully we'll get some action over here. I gotta keep bending down because this glare is so bad. But if you're just getting here, the sign says, "Why aren't you vegan yet?" 3 quick questions, and we're asking the public why they're not vegan yet tonight. So, gonna get to the bottom of this. maybe not to that extent. What's going on, buddy? How are you? You want to try a few quick questions? YouTube Live?
Not today.
All good, all good. Have a great day. Hi, guys. So simple, though, isn't it? So simple. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It's not normal that we're teaching kids to literally hurt small animals. And they might not know it, and the parents might not even know it, but there's a large chunk of people that don't know it and will change if illuminated. And that's who we're trying to get. And if somebody gets in the way and says, "Oh, don't let the kids see that," they just don't realize what they're doing. Hi, guys. How's it going, everybody? Not too much traffic right now, so. Yeah, so true. More meat for dinner? Bruh. It's not cool. That's not what we want to hear. Maybe vegan meat, right? Hi there, how are you? Nigel, we would posture differently there. We would say no, because dying and humane, they just don't belong in the same sentence, especially when it's unnecessary. It's just kind of ridiculous. So it's just like when you catch yourself, if you're ever saying, do they kill it humanely, or can they, execute it or slaughter it humanely? Just think about those word couplings there for a second. And we have to realize we've been taught to frame things that way and taught to see that as better by official narratives. What's going on, guys? How you doing, buddy? What's going on, buddy? All right, we got everybody out today. New Hampshire cooked vegetables, good. Yep, right. So we're not on a soapbox. We're more interested in the animals, my friend. You think, honestly, I'm not even feeling like being out here today. I had to force myself to come out here because I want to maintain at least once a week type discipline. But we're more interested in the animals. And good people will change. There's no need for anything from an animal in your diet. Nothing. Let's see if we can get these guys. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try a few questions? Come on, man. Who's got the guts? All right. Have a good one, guys.
Looks like Hannah, though.
Saw 4. Hi there. 4 alpha-looking gentlemen. Nobody wants to step up. Sometimes you got to appeal to the, relative situation. Don't do KFC. That's not nice either. All right, anyway, we're out here. If you're just getting here with a sign that says, "Why aren't you vegan yet?" 3 quick questions. We're just testing the collective's value action spread. Because there's a big spread there when you're not vegan and you are a person that values animals and wants to be a guardian to them. Big spread there, a big kind of hypocrisy spread that comes via that action value spread. Hi, guys. How's it going, everybody? Anybody want to try 3 quick questions? Just test your values a little bit. Or you want to try? No? Oh, okay. Easy to be. Oh, you are? Amazing. Thank you. Easy to do, right? It's the only reason we're out here, just spreading awareness. Nobody knows that it's unnecessary. That's cool. She's a vegan. We like that. She's on Team Vegan. Anyway, yeah, I'll have to check that Joey Carbstrong video out when I'm done here. I still love his activism. He might be my favorite activist. I mean, I love Earthling Ed too. Hi guys. Anybody want to try 3 quick questions? Test your values. Have a great day, guys. I like using test your values because that appeals to people's nobler motives. And it's kind of like a little bait, you know? Obviously, I'm here to just ask questions and have them answer their own questions and find out that they themselves do not believe in animal abuse. But as of doing this for the last year or so, you gotta throw something out there because people are just so reluctant to even get near the space. Humans are carnivores, says Logan. Logan, incorrect. Hitting the wrong buzzer on that for you. We're herbivores in every way that matters. These canines are built for eating plants. Our intestines are not 7 feet long. Hey there, how's it going? You want to try a few quick questions? YouTube Live? You're on my YouTube Live. Oh, all good, all good, all good. She didn't like that. Oh, you do? Oh, okay, you're down? Okay, cool, let me adjust this. Oh, all good. It's not about that. I'm just creating. It's like a little awareness campaign for the public. That's it. Okay. So the 3 questions are: do you know what? Yeah, YouTube Live. Say hi, everybody. And they're all really nice. Do you guys know what veganism is?
When a person doesn't want to eat meat anymore.
Totally. That's a big part of it, right? But it's also meat and cheese and milk and eggs and seafood and honey, right? So it's actually all those things. Oh no, you're fine. So we like to draw it a step further and paint the definition as more of a stance than it is a diet, right? A diet is so kind of arbitrary and, you know, it seems kind of aloof and not very important. But a lifestyle and a stance is more important. So we like to say veganism is about protecting the weak, guarding, and not bullying. So my second question is, are you guys against animal abuse?
I eat chicken, so.
Oh, but I mean, if you saw me with a dog, and I was over there with a dog, and I was like, boom,
No,
boom,
I would cry.
you'd probably kick my ass, right? You'd step in and be like, you mother, and mess me up. So this is where like the whole spread and the whole distortion becomes apparent, because we are around here and we are saying that we love animals, but then at the same time we're paying money, like voting for them to go into these violent kind of Holocaust-like situations, and we don't need them for nutrition anymore.
Because we don't really know the process on what happens when an animal gets processed for us to eat.
Yeah. So true, so true. We don't want to know, right? But if we saw it, I bet you wouldn't like it. And the people that hide it from you want to make sure it stays hidden from you.
Right.
They want to make sure it stays hidden from you because they don't want any disruption in their monetary flows, like their money. So essentially all we're doing out here today is asking people, why aren't you guys vegan yet? Check it out, I'm vegan. Check it out, I'm vegan 12 years, right?
Oh.
And as a vegan, you don't need anything extra. You can get it all from the whole food, plant-based kingdom, every single thing that you need. So no matter what you hear, you can do it. And you can move forward and you can be a guardian to the little animals.
I'm going to think about it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's actually nice. I like
You never, it's, you know, you don't think about it every day, right? Here, if you want to look at my YouTube channel, you might even see you guys on there. Check that out. Absolutely. You guys have a great day. All right. I could. All right. They were really nice, and it's good for us to show that we're talking to people in public and we're having these conversations. And you never know, maybe they'll check out the card. Who knows? It's really hot out here today, guys. What's going on, buddy? How are you? May I see the board? Yeah, absolutely. So the board, my friend, says, why aren't you vegan yet? In 3 quick questions. So if you're just getting here, I'm asking the public 3 quick questions, if they know what veganism is, if they're against animal abuse, and then why aren't you vegan yet, essentially. And we're just kind of popping up with this little awareness pop-up to help people make better choices that actually align with their own values. So that's what we're doing here today in this little question and A on the street. It's been pretty light today, but thanks for coming. If you're just getting here, like and subscribe. Obviously, I'm trying to grow this channel to impart the maximal amount of awareness about violence and standing up against violence. Oh, hey, Marcos. What's up, buddy? Nice to see you. We got 23 people in here right now. That's pretty good. I'm upticking. We're getting our crowd back. Marcos, thank you for everything you do as well, my friend, and everybody else in here and my activist friends in here. Thank you guys for always showing up. I really should have brought sunglasses today. Hi, guys. You guys want to try a few quick questions? All right. Do you like the puppies? I got a baby one. Oh, yeah. Puppies? Yeah, sure. We like all animals, man. What are you doing, says E.T. We're out here with a sign that says, why aren't you vegan yet? And asking 3 quick questions to test people's values a little bit. That's it. And this is something that seems to be growing in the vegan space. You know, more and more of us are coming out here and doing awareness campaigns like this. There's one thing to be said. You'll never see a carnivore or an omnivore doing anything like this. And the truth of the matter is that everybody knows deep down that what we're doing to these animals is wrong. Everybody knows that, but there's kind of a stigma to it. Let's see. By the way, is the sound okay, guys? And can I ask a question? That last girl that I saw, could you see her? Could you see them and hear them in the picture? Or was I too far away? Let's see. What city is that? Oh, don't worry about it. We're in Maryland. Okay, sound is great. Fantastic. Okay, great. Thanks, Louis. Heard that. Near me, yeah, and near them too, right? Because that one wasn't too much near them. I've got my camera phone on low battery mode, so hopefully I can squeeze some good juice out of this and go over my usual time frame. However, of course, I'm parked in a parking spot that has a time limit. Hi, guys. How's it going? You guys want to try a few questions? Just test your values out a little bit? Have a great day, guys. We need cow in order to chow. There you go. That's a new one. Sounds like a anti-vegan t-shirt. That's what it sounds like. All right. I think now I'm just going to start asking verbally. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well today. Anybody have any good vegan meals for lunch? I had a vegan pizza with butternut squash on it and a vegan ricotta and cranberries and a garlic puree. Can we feed the world right now in vegan meat? Nigel says, can we feed the world right now in vegan meat? I don't know about that. But for one thing, it definitely is more efficient than animal-based meat. I think 97% less water, 96% less GSG, land use. It's probably, I don't know the exact figure, but probably 60 to 70% less land use. When you're consuming animals, you're consuming the animal meat plus the massive amount of plants that it ate during its life, which is an exponential amount of plants. If you're vegan, you kill 8 times less plants via that kind of scenario, that unfolding. Hi, guys. You guys want to try a few quick questions? YouTube Live? All right, have a great day, guys. So, you know, I love it when people come up with the, well, you're going to destroy all the land. What's going on, guys? All right. Damn, this lady is going off on someone over here. I respect vegans. I have dinner. I don't want to overthink about animal suffering because I'm already suffering myself. Vegans for the ethics and I feel you. You know, we're all in this together, right? To be a human, you're gonna we experience different amounts of pain. What's going on, dude? How are you? What's going on? Hang on, I'm gonna see if I can get these guys. How's it going, guys? You guys want to try a few quick questions? YouTube live? All right, there we go. Um, so, I mean, I know it's tough, and I know it's like there are bigger problems in the world, but well, for one, I'll preface with if you eat a plant based diet, you're going to be putting a lot less toxic and mentally encumbering ingredients and kind of entities into your vessel that are going to more so exacerbate any kind of mental health condition. So that would be something to keep in mind. And it's essentially a non-action. What's going on, buddy? How are you? It's essentially a non-action because you're not doing anything new. You're still buying food and eating food. You're just reaching for something different. And you may think you have your favorite meals and your favorite this and your favorite that, and you probably do. I know mine was probably steak, and I liked chicken and stuff like that. But you can find all that in the plant kingdom and more. And bonus, it well, for one, it tastes the same. For two, and I don't care what they say, you'll find one that tastes the same. You just got to find one. For two, there's no cholesterol, fear hormones. The fear hormones are kind of what I was talking on initially. You know, you put a fear hormone in your body, that can't be good for your mental health. That's cortisol, to be specific. Growth factors and IGF-1, insulin growth factor 1, all kinds of stuff. So if you really want to be stewarding of your mental health, and you have this drive to get better, I would say being vegan is integral to it. And on top of that, you're being kind to others, humans and animals. It's kind of cool. Damn, where'd everybody go? It's like I might have to go down, change locations, and hit the docks up. Like literally, nobody on this street right now. Hi guys. All right. Maybe I'll wait. Oh, thank you. Let's see. Thank you, Carla. I've never looked back. Thank you for speaking up for the innocent voiceless animals. Thank you, Carla. I appreciate that. It's really sweet of you. Hey, vegan stoner lady, how you doing? Welcome. It's kind of like we got a dead street tonight so far for you. So, not much on the dynamic side of things, but I'm talking to the camera a bit more. Thank you, Carla. That was really awesome of you. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I'm going to, obviously use it. My goal, I'm kind of leaning into the MO, end all be all, of becoming a full-time vegan activist. And, anything you leave me is going to help me go down from my main job 5 days a week to eventually 4 days, hopefully, 3 days, 2 days, 1 day, 0 days. So I really appreciate that. Thinking of kickstarting some other mechanisms to kind of shore up that scenario. But nice to see you, Vegan Stoner Lady. Everybody go subscribe to Vegan Stoner Lady. She has an awesome activism channel where she does this amazing activism where she talks to people on TikTok and asks them why they're not vegan yet. Hi, guys. How's it going, everybody? And let me tell you something. That is not easy. I mean, I was a guest for a moment, on Monday, right? And my nerves were, I was like, oh my God, I'm about to be on stage here. It's definitely a different dynamic, and it definitely I can tell that it takes a curve getting up that one to get comfortable. As with anything you're doing that's new, right, guys? I mean, you just got to keep doing it, but a lot of respect for Vegan Stoner Lady. She is amazing. It was funny. I was literally just working my abs and doing some, what was I doing? Some stretching, trying to get my flexibility back. And then I was on the TikTok thing. I saw you came on. I was like, oh, yes. Hi, guys. How's it going, everybody? Hopefully we'll get some more people here. because right now it's just me and you guys. How many people do we got in here? Okay. So if you're just getting here, we're out here with a sign that says, why aren't you vegan yet? 3 quick questions. And we're just asking the public why they're not vegan yet, especially since most people's values are vegan values. So that's what we're doing today. I feel like there's a lot more people at the docks today. I can't even see. I need to get like something so I can see the chat on these days. What's up, dude? How's it going? You want to try 3 quick questions? Why aren't you vegan yet? YouTube Live. Okay. Have a good one, man. Oh, man, you can do it. Easiest thing to do in 2025. And it's against... Oh, it is. I got you. I got you. Well, you can find, like... Yeah. Oh, okay, right. I was just telling them that used to be my favorite meat was chicken, but I mean there are alternatives now that taste just like it, and it's like we take the. Oh yeah, which brand do you remember? Oh okay, I haven't heard of that one, but yeah, I mean they're making them so seamless now you can't even tell. It's a beautiful thing, and it's like we never think about the victim at the other end of the system, you know, like no one does, and it's because they don't want us to think about that. And yeah. Why do you have a dog and a horse? Well, they're involved, right? And there's more on this side too. Like we exploit every animal. Humans exploit every animal when it comes to like mills for cats and dogs, like breeding them and stuff like that. Like for horses, like we got that race coming up soon. I think the Preakness. I mean that's the Derby. Extremely exploitative, and at the end of the day, most of those horses just get shot in the head. Yeah, they stress and train too, but they're also shot at the end when they're of no monetary use. Yeah, so it's another thing to. Oh my gosh, no, not when it's a commodity. I know, right? Because that's what I thought. And then like cows, dolphins, SeaWorld, pigs, chickens speak for itself. But I mean, I just interviewed a guy on my channel not too long ago that wrote a book called What a Fish Knows, and he chronicled the inner lives of salmon and fish. One of the smartest animals. I know, right? Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff I've heard that dolphins do, it's like telekinesis. It's like they're literally on that level to where their consciousness is more evolved than ours. But I mean, right now, I mean, we're as humans, we exploit everything we can because we can. It's a kind of might is right mentality, you know. But if you want, you can take a card. It's. You'll be seeing me. I got to do parking enforcement. So. Oh, heard. Okay, good to know. So I can get back to mine in time too. All right, man. Cool. Well, thanks for chatting. Oh, see. Can you guys see? I can't even see this glare. It's such a killer. Hope you guys are fielding out maybe some of the issues we're having in the chat right now. What's going on, buddy? So we're out here with a sign that says, "Why aren't you vegan yet?" 3 quick questions, and we're accepting arguments and hopefully enlightening some people so they will see that they're going against their own values, which most of us do. We go against our own values when we're not vegan. So that's all we're doing. How long have we been out here for now? This might be a light day, guys. This might be a light day. What do we got? 30 minutes? Okay. Might be able to take it to an hour 15 today. Oh my. This girl is not happy. Hope you guys can't hear that. Someone's going off. Hi, guys. Anyway, I can't even see the chat anymore, so if you're just getting here, I'm out here talking to the public. Okay, we got some guys coming. We got some people coming, so maybe we'll get these guys. And we're just asking people why they're not vegan yet in 2025, when it's the easiest thing you can possibly do. What's going on, guys? And the most compassionate, or the compassionate thing to do. I mean, it's really not something that should be seen as a stretch. It's really a easy thing to do, and it's the bare minimum to grant another being bodily autonomy. Hi, guys. You guys want to try a few questions? YouTube Live? Just 3 questions, that's it. Oh, okay, heard it. But you're on my YouTube Live, is that okay? I like to ask people if they've heard of well, you've probably heard of veganism. What do you think it is?
No animals or nothing that comes from an animal.
Yes, like perfect, right? So the meat or the secretions, right? So meat, cheese, milk, eggs, seafood, honey. I guess that's it. The second question is, well, actually, I like to build on that first one. Like we say that's the definition, but the real definition is it's a stance against violence. I mean, that's the cut and dry what the definition really is. It was coined by Donald Watson in 1944, and it's doing your best. It's not really a appeal to nirvana perfection, right? The second question is, are you guys against animal abuse? Like in general? Reflexively, right? Like I asked the girls that were just here and they got mad.
I saw chickens in the back of a truck the other day.
Right? Yeah, and it's like they try to like hide this stuff and make sure that people don't see it. But they gotta, it shows itself sometimes. So the third question is like, how can we collectively, as the collective, like be against something value-wise when we're energy-wise voting for it 3 times a day, like as far as money goes? And I know that's a tough question. What do you think about that?
Wait, rephrase it one more time.
Like if we're against something, like how can we reconcile that if we're voting for it 3 times a day?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. That's a really tough one.
Right? I mean, and that's all this is just to like float a little awareness and thinking into the kind of blogosphere, so to speak. Because we never think about this stuff, and I didn't for 30 years. I'm 42 now. I've been vegan about 12 years, but not even a glimmer of a thought, because the official narrative's got everything on lock as far as our info stream, everything we're exposed to on a daily basis. I mean, hedging that no one like me will ever come out here and do something as idiotic as this and talk to strangers, But I guess I would ask you guys, like the follow-up question, what would stop you guys from being vegan?
Stop me from being vegan.
Yeah.
The access.
Access.
Like I try my best to be holistic, but
Yeah.
I feel like it's like that quick and easy.
I know.
The protein intake, things
I know.
like that.
It's everywhere. It's ubiquitous.
Yeah.
And it's because of subsidies and like the incumbent industry. They have everything. They have all the resource money, subsidies, everything. So, and 99% of people are not vegan yet. So that's why it's just everywhere, But I would posture like against that or to that, saying or asking like, is that premium? Do you think that premium is worth, taking the life of a sentient like creature, like a cow or a pig?
No.
Right? Yeah.
It's tough because you don't think about it daily in your steps daily.
Yeah.
But like, no.
Yeah.
When I see it, no. When
Yeah.
I think about it, no.
Do you guys think there's anything nutritionally you need from an animal?
Yes.
What do you think? Or what is your like I guess idea?
Well, there's specific like proteins from an animal.
Definitely
that
protein.
You just can't get through like nuts or other sources. So I
Yeah.
would say like those type of proteins for women specifically, like iron in red meat and
Iron,
things
yeah.
like that. So
Iron. Yeah, and you can find, there's iron kind of proliferated throughout the veggie kingdom through greens and beans and all kinds of stuff. Like the animals, the only reason they have these said proteins and said amino acids, said, iron is because they eat the plants and they assimilate everything and then adopt it into their meat.
don't put a dog on there.
I know, right? Well, that's why, because it's the same as they're all very, every animal, right? But I would say if you're open to being wrong about nutrition, then definitely think about going vegan, because I can tell you, and don't believe me, just do your own research, right? Like even an orange has every single essential amino acid, even an orange, right? Most 99% of fruits and veggies are going to have one. Are going to have all 9, but there's like 1% that are like outliers and don't have quite all 9. But that being said, of course your plant-based meal is going to have all protein covered, and there's like this perceptive like X factor that we all think that is only in meat, and it's because we've been taught by incumbent industry that you can only get it from meat.
Yeah.
But what they don't tell you is that it comes with collateral damage, like cholesterol and heterocyclic amines and TMAO and growth factors and hormones, cortisol, which is a fear hormone, and all that is baked into the cake, and you have to put that in your vessel too, because that's part of it. So I guess I would challenge you guys to think about it. I know you kind of stopped on your way. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but here's a card for both of you guys.
Thank you.
there's a speech on the back by this guy named Gary, and it was written in like 2012, and it's just really illuminating. And the best part about being vegan is that you take your actions and you take your values, and it's like you compress that spread, and it's like a laser-like authenticity.
Yeah.
And it's the best part that's better than that is the animals. You know, they get to not see that scythe come down anymore. You know, so I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. Check out the resources for sure.
Thank you.
Have a great day. All right. If I can't even see, guys. I thought that went pretty well. They were kind of on their way, kind of stopped reluctantly, so I didn't want to take up too much of their time. Kind of squirmed a little bit in there. So, but we got the message out, and we put it in the air. You need nothing from an animal, nutritionally, absolutely nothing. And it's becoming quite a contentious subject recently, even amongst vegans. It's becoming a little contentious, but don't let them have that leverage point, because it doesn't exist. About this guy. What's going on, man? You gonna try a few quick questions? YouTube live? All right, man. Have a good one. Uh-oh, how about these guys? You guys wanna try a few questions? All right, have a great day, guys. It's really quiet out here today. I came out here today to get this in because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do Sunday. So I wanted to see if I could get in tonight. And I can't even, the glare's so bad now, I literally can't even see anything in here. There, I can see better now. Oh, no. So I'm just gonna trust you guys are still there, and we're gonna hang for a bit longer here. I love the optics of it, though. Just the optics of a healthy conversation taking place while everybody walks by, and people knowing that we're talking about veganism. I mean, isn't that positive? It's kind of making it, making the elephant in the room a little more palpable, right? These people, they'll start thinking. It's kind of a nice night to be out here now. It's nice and chill. What's going on, dude? How are you? You want to try a few quick questions? YouTube live? All right, I guess that's a no. Oh, hey, Nora. There you go. Don't eat dead corpses. That's us. Rob says, I'll eat what I want. Rob, why are you butthurt? That's terrible. Don't eat someone. Eat a real food. Hi, guys. It's not nice to eat someone. When you're eating animals, guys, you're eating a someone. Someone that has eyes to see and nose to breathe, children to love, parents to love, a whole horizon of time ahead of them to experience this beautiful earth that we've all been bestowed on. Hi, guys. All right, guess we're moving on. It's funny to see everybody avoid this little pivot point down here. People don't want that, having a nice stroll. But the cool thing is they don't know that I'm a really nice guy and I'm gonna be really nice to you. Unless you start being ridiculous. Hi there, how are you? Hi. See if I can get this guy on camera. He looks like he's coming over. What's going on, buddy? You wanna try a few quick questions? You wanna try a few quick questions? Just out here testing values a little bit today, that's it. Oh, all right, heard that. Have a good one. He's hungry. All right. Little break. As you can tell, guys. Oh, wait. Shoot. Crap. Did it freeze? Did I freeze? Or did, oh no, I flipped it? Guys, I'm sorry. Did I flip the damn camera? There we go, there we go. Okay. I really don't know how I did that. Somehow I did. What's up, guys? What's going on, everybody? You know, I was just thinking, you know, today, I've really never had somebody that's been able to debunk veganism. And guess what? You know why? Because it doesn't exist. Because it doesn't exist. It's simply the truth. And it's being hid from you by design. How you doing? Good, doing good, doing good. Don't be duped by the official narratives. Don't be tricked by those that don't want you making different choices. They want to keep siphoning your money, not only from you, but from the government, who gives them subsidies. Basically, that's free money from the government. So the Big Mac does not cost $18, so the Big Mac goes down to $3. God knows what they're doing with that spread of money. I'm sure putting new rims on the cars and shutters on the houses, but it's just problematic when you're listening to entities that are run by massive monetary engines that benefit. Hi there. Unbelievably. You don't see lobbyists for mangoes. You don't see lobbyists for a turnip. Big meat and dairy are subsidized to the tune of $40 billion. That's on an annual basis. So they're given $40 billion to underwrite cheap meat. So what that means is the Big Mac becomes $3. And vegetables and plants, they receive around, the last time I checked the metric, around $100 million. So just look at that spread as your kind of trail to the truth. Just follow the money, guys. Follow the money. One thing I like about this approach, where you do show the word vegan in the sign, it's not working too well tonight because there's just nobody out here tonight. What's up, guys? Guys, want to try a few questions? YouTube Live. Oh, you got it. You got it. Easiest thing to do nowadays. You got it. Have a good day. Hi there. You want to try a few questions? What? All good, all good. Okay, I got a card if you want a card. Okay, don't worry about it. Have a good night at work. The one thing I like about this sign, and I think it worked very well on Sunday night, is that the side that says vegan will put the word in the air. And the people that are vegan curious, from what I've seen, will come up, and it engages them, and it kind of gives you a canvas that's already fairly ripe to work with. Instead of having a canvas that's vehemently against it, you have a canvas that's kind of ripened up a little bit that you can further get through to, or maybe solidify their decision to go vegan. Either way. Hi, guys. Getting a few more people out here now, so let's see what happens. Hi, guys. How's it going, everybody? Hi there. Hi, guys. How's it going? Yeah, there's nothing more morally responsible with with killing animals. Hi guys, how's it going? You want to try a few questions? Test out your values a little bit? All right, have a great day. This is your modern, ladies and gentlemen, soft. What? This is your modern man. Oh my God. So I'm assuming that you think it's macho to take the life of a youngling, like a helpless little animal. Hi there. Hi guys. Because that's what you're kind of intimating, that it's very macho to take the life of a youngling that is vulnerable and needs protection. But you're saying that a man is going to exploit, bully. What's going on, dude? You want to try a few questions? YouTube Live? Just test your value. Oh, you are? That's it. That's us. There you go. All right, he is vegan. Good. He said that angrily. Hey, man. Badass. Yeah, so I wouldn't really call beating up on somebody and bullying them too manly, buddy. Tessa saves. What's going on, Tessa? Nora's opinion on what? We taught our helpless plant victims instead. They cannot even scream. Oh my God. Mountain RC Farm, that is the most disingenuous thing that people can say. We're knowingly aware that animals are sentient. We know for a fact, right now at least, that plants are not sentient. So it's very binary. We can speculate that maybe rocks are sentient. Shit, maybe my phone somehow is sentient. Maybe or maybe, I don't know what else, that brick down there, that could be sentient. We are knowingly aware that animals are sentient. Eyes to see, noses to breathe. The least we can do, and the bare minimum we can do for them, is to at least give them bodily autonomy instead of saying your body, my choice, which is what you do if you're not vegan. Sorry, guys. What's going on, guys? How are you? What's going on, buddy? You want to try? Just test out your values. Come on. All right. Oh, it might be closed. I don't know. Planes don't exactly. They don't scream because they don't feel pain. Silly. So silly. So disingenuous. It's like I'm gonna commit to voting for rape and violence because of car accidents type of mentality. It's just plain stupid and meant to obfuscate. Hi guys. Guys wanna try a few quick questions? YouTube Live? Oh, heard. Heard. Yep. What's going on, guys? How are you? Whew. Hi there. Okay, now I can see the screen at least. Okay, okay, now I can at least talk to you guys. Hit the books again. Okay, I'm lost in context here. Maybe you should hit the web. Guys, also keep in mind, you gotta vet your web information too. Please, just everybody vet your web information too. Just because you read it on Google doesn't mean it's true, guys. Just because you read it in a peer-reviewed research paper off of PubMed.com does not mean it's any more valid than another piece of information that's spread somewhere else. In this capitalistic framework, we have to understand and we have to keep our wits about us and know that it's run by money, power, and control. So even ChatGPT that assimilates data from the web is not going to give you a sound answer when it comes to certain things because the information that proliferates and pervades the web is industry owned and ran. So what we as vegans and non-vegans before going vegan can realize is that we have this intuition, and this intuition that we have is what we have to go with. Like for instance, if you saw me with a dog right here and then a carrot, right? And I went over to the dog and I slit open the dog's neck and blood and guts. all that stuff everywhere. Second scenario, I go over to the dog and carrot, and then I chop the carrot in half. What does your heart tell you? What does your intuition tell you? That's kind of a example of the intuition dynamic. Hi, guys. Someone likes guts. Okay. Don't trust them around kids. Okay. Well, you know who I wouldn't trust around kids? Someone that's putting a dead, putrefied body into their vessel. Because that's not cool, dude. And kids don't even know what's going on. They don't have the autonomy of choice. They don't have the that kind of year and life harvested awareness of what to do and what not to do. So they depend on you, dude. And when you put a putrefied dead animal into their body, it's just not nice. Hi, guys. It's not nice, and it's not funny. Watch Pignorant. Yeah, everybody watch Pignorant on Amazon Prime. Watch Joey. And he goes into, hi, guys. You guys want to try a few questions? All right, have a great day, guys. Watch Joey in Pignorant on Amazon. He'll show you what goes on in the slaughterhouses. B. Vatan's last comment. What is it, Tessa? I'm not too privy to it. Nora, oh my God, Josh, you just got had by Nora. Oh my God, bro, are you good? How's it going, guys? Anybody want to try a little interview, YouTube Live? All right, guys, have a great night. Okay. I want one more. Oh, Truth Bomb. Thank you. Hi, in a poopy diaper. I've been in for 3 days now. Humping to you. It stinks so bad. Vegan food makes it stink so much better and bigger mess. I thank you with a definitive question mark. Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. Like, I'm not sure how to take that, but I appreciate the monetary support, which I will exact. Whatever. Hey, listen, if you're vegan, you're going to take great craps because you're actually eating what you're supposed to eat as a human, and that's fiber. So thanks for teeing that up for me. Damn, just when you thought you've heard, okay, wow, that was quite the phrase there. Bivatan, 10,000 lives over a lifetime. Yeah, I think it would be. What's Bivatan saying, guys? We're coming in here with some garbage, trying to obfuscate, beat around the truth a little bit. That's always the first instinct, and I don't blame the person as long as they, at that point, once they know, they're culpable from there. If you're coming in here saying this and that and ridiculing the vegan movement, it's normal to ridicule. It's one of the stages of truth. It goes ridicule, and then violent opposition, and then comes truth. And arc of history just proceeds. So, couldn't understand what you said. Okay, well, just know, everybody, that you need nothing nutritionally from a non-vegan diet. You can find everything thriving on a plant-based diet. Every single vitamin and nutrient, every single everything you will find. If you want cyanobacteria, go into the soil and get it from beans, legumes, and lentils. I'm sorry, rhizobacteria. Cyanobacteria, I believe, is via spirulina, which can also give you that said bacterial effect. And water lentils are in there too in the cyanobacteria space. Yeah, we evolved to do a lot of things, but right now it's our responsibility to be protectors and not bullies. What's going on, buddy? And all we're doing is kind of illuminating people to what they already know and feel. Whew. Guess people aren't feeling too talkative tonight. There we go, burrito bowl. Let's go. All right, brother. Have a good one. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try some questions for YouTube Live? All right. Have a great night.
Have a good day.
We got a cutie in there. Aw. Decidedly Donna in the house. Either is perfectionism or nothing. You can't think like that. It's called appeal to nirvana, Vivatan. It's a fallacy. And I think that we're just, yeah, you can't, when you think like that, it's called appealing to nirvana, appealing to perfection. What's up, guys? You guys want to try a few questions? YouTube Live? All right. There is no perfection, and no vegans are perfect either. It just is, it will not happen. Vegans, we're stepping on bugs. We're doing things we're not even aware of. Just being alive, we will kill. But you can at least grant knowingly sentient creatures the bare effing minimum and leave them their bodily autonomy. You can gymnastics it all you want and obfuscate all you want, but end of the day, the truth just stays there. It's not moving. It's just not gonna move. Just like an anvil, you know. Nope, it ain't happening. It ain't moving. Just give him bodily autonomy. Don't say your body, my choice. Don't do that. It's not nice. Hi guys. Hi everybody. What's going on, dude? You want to try a few questions for YouTube Live?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, heard. Have a great night.
Have a good day.
You too. Guys. We all believe this, but that means if we try to, Tessa says if we try to be perfect, we would never be happy, always stressing about food, clothes, environment. Exactly, and we're not going to be perfect. We can't be perfect. I don't hate animals, I always hated myself by the world. I'm sorry that happened, Bivatan. That's unfortunate. You know?
Come out and sit behind you,
Of course not. I'm saying I don't want to take any space from anybody. You can sit wherever you want. Let's see here. In fact, I might just move this up a little bit, give you some space.
You're welcome, Scott. Bye.
Hi, guys. All right, let's see if we can set up shop right here. But thanks, everybody, for being here while we do a little outreach tonight. Hopefully we'll get some more people to actually stop and talk. Who's sending me all those hearts? Let's get right here. There we go. Perfect. Okay, I think that's a little better. All right, so just because we can do something doesn't mean we should. Evolution needs to happen. Yeah, evolution needs to happen. She's right. We just need to evolve the consciousness, you know, because we're being blinded by official narratives right now. What's going on, buddy? How you doing? You want to try a few questions for YouTube Live?
I don't know anything about it.
Oh, it's all good. I mean, it's just 3 quick questions, and I'll give you a card at the end. I ask if people know what veganism is. Do you know what it is? Have you heard of it?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It means don't eat meat.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
much.
Big part of it. Like food is definitely a big part of it. or cheese, or milk. Vegetarians don't eat meat, but vegans kind of stay away from secretions like milk, eggs, and stuff like that. Um,
Fascinating.
but I like to kind of reframe it and mention that it's more so about standing up against violence and standing up against oppression, really. That's the kind of definition that lies a few layers deeper, but that drives vegans, essentially. The second question is, are you against animal abuse? Like if you saw a dog being kicked or a cat being thrown against the wall, you'd probably,
Yeah.
mess up the person that was doing that, especially if it was your animal, right?
Yeah.
And most people, it's like that reflexive. Like everybody I talk to out here is, yes, I'm against animal abuse. But the third question is tough, and it's if we're against it, if we are against something, how does it make sense that we're voting for same said something, but much worse, 3 times a day when we vote for like systems of agriculture um, and meat and cheese and milk and eggs and stuff, which are inherently very violent systems. So how can we be against animal abuse if we're voting for it? What do you think about that one?
That is a good contradictory
Yeah,
that
yeah.
people need to be aware of more.
That's why I'm out here. Yeah, and most people like yourself, like we have these vegan values, but it's like we're out there and then all of a sudden we're rewarding somebody with money to do something very violent to somebody else. Just for the sake of like something we won't remember in a week. Like I don't remember even what I had last week. And most of these like meals that we eat, we don't even remember them.
Yeah.
So what would stop you from going vegan? Because it seems like you already are.
Uh, Unfortunately, it's little bit more harder to find like the
Yeah,
appropriate stuff.
yeah.
And when I do find it, it's
Like expensive, right?
way more expensive than like what is out there. And
Yeah.
unfortunately,
Yeah, there
that's the
seems to be a
system.
premium. There seems to be a
Yeah.
premium on this stuff. But what I like to pose back to people is like, what do you think is more important, like that premium or literally taking your like saving and being a guardian to an animal instead of, paying that guy who doesn't care about the animal, just about the money to just
Yeah.
and end it right there. Um, uh, right.
If I had the money, I would definitely like go
Yeah.
for it right now.
Well, this card right here has Challenge 22 on it, and
Okay.
they have resources that give you all kinds of information on how to find cheaper vegan food, nutritionally adequate vegan food, and vegan food that tastes just like meat or cheese. I eat whole food plant based, but I also am a bit of a junk food vegan sometimes. So I'll have a burger, I'll have chicken, and I've been vegan 12 years, and I don't miss out on any meals. I love every single one of my meals,
Okay.
and you can do it too. And it's
Yeah.
the coolest thing in the world because the animals don't have to get hurt because of you anymore, and you actually pair your actions with your values. So that's what I like, how I like to frame it to people. So what else? I mean, nutritionally, did you know that you don't need anything from an animal to survive, to thrive?
That I did not know.
Most people don't know that. Like, what do you think you need from an animal?
Protein mostly.
So true, right? And that's the answer that I get most commonly.
Mm.
But how do you think the animal gets its protein?
Wouldn't it eat other animals?
Some do, but it gets it from eating plants for the most part. Most animals, especially cows, pigs, chickens, they'll be fed crops, so AKA plants, right? So
Okay.
the only reason they have a full amino acid profile, the only reason they have all these vitamins and nutrients is because they get them from the ground. So then we go ahead and we eat them, and so we get all those nutrients, but then we get all the stuff that it comes with, like the saturated fats, the cholesterol, the hormones, the TMAO, different cancer-causing entities and stuff like that. And we're not privy to it because by design it's hidden from us, from the big guys, the control narratives.
That makes sense.
So what would stop you? I think you're already vegan. I think you're going vegan.
Yeah. I'm gonna look into it to see
Yeah.
if I can find cheaper. Like,
For sure, you
uh,
can find them. You know what you could do? What I do sometimes, because I'm not rich by any stretch of the imagination. Beans, chickpeas, lentils, rice, beans and rice. Pasta. If you want to mix it up, you can find some vegan meatballs that taste just like meatballs without the cholesterol and all that crap I mentioned. You have fruits and veggies. You can find them in cheaper areas. Just the focus I think is really on the why, and if you can make that why like a big thing and just like the movie Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility, and take up that high chair of guardianship, and really live that, then you'll find the cheaper food, or you'll find a way to thrive financially with the more expensive food. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's your name, man?
I'm Mario.
How do you say Mario?
Yeah.
I'm Jimmy.
Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Thank you for the information.
Absolutely. And look it up. My channel's on there. You can see our conversation. You know, you can see all kinds of other conversations. You can see some interesting conversations too. But check it out. My channel's name is Vegan Sign Guy, but you'll see when you type in my name there.
Okay,
So
thank you.
absolutely. Thanks for having the bravery to stop by.
Enjoy your day.
Absolutely. You too. Hi guys. How's it going, everybody? Oh, that went pretty good. Seemed like a really nice young man. That's it. Yeah, that's all we're doing here. To the newcomers, like and subscribe. I got a sign that says, "Why aren't you vegan yet?" 3 quick questions. All we're doing is floating in some fun facts into the air. Hi there. How are you? And getting people to think a little bit. So that's why we come out here. Thanks, Nora. Utop's in the house. How's it going? Any tips for someone that is going back and forth on being a vegan, but yet too tempted to the meat? Alexu von Plexus. Yeah, I would. I don't know if you caught the tail end of what I was talking to that guy about, but you know, your why has to be strong enough, and you have to be a little bit angry even. That essentially, when we're not vegan, we're following orders from control narratives. And we've been taught that eating meat is normal, necessary, and nice. And we've been taught by them that it's the best tasting. They've got it into our heads. We've been taught to exact confirmation bias when eating things that are like plant-based meats, because we really, really, really do not think deep down inside that anything can taste just like meat. But once we transcend these barriers and these thresholds, we see very vividly that we can find the exact same taste profile, structure, texture, nutrition profile on the plant-based diet, and the why just has to be strong enough. What's going on, buddy? You want to try a little interview for YouTube Live? Just test your values a little bit? All right, have a great night. That's it. What's my time horizon here? I'm at 68. I feel like I'm getting some juice. Hi there. They think you're the parking guy? Oh, is that what you said? It is. It really is, actually. I saw that chair. I'm like, what the? Okay, whatever. You know. Guess they're putting a chair out here now. Oh, heard. How's it going, guys? All right. Absolutely, Alexis. My pleasure. And check out check out Gary Yourofsky's speech here. If anybody has their phone on them, put your phone up to the screen and scan this. You can do it like that, or if you're on your computer, maybe put your phone up. But if not, just remember Gary Yourofsky, best speech you will ever hear. Put that in YouTube and watch it. It's like 45 minutes long, half an hour Q&A, I think, and just very illuminating. And it will help you go vegan, guys. I got a feeling like in 100 years, it won't even be called vegan. I was having this thought today, like they won't even call it vegan in 100 years. It'll just be food. It'll just be milk. You know, they won't even have to preface it anymore, because that's where the arc of history will take us. Every injustice will end. Always does. Humans, you know, God love them. We got our problems, and sometimes it looks like there's no hope, but we do ascend. We will evolve our consciousness. It's just a matter of making people aware and stuff like that. David says, go vegan. Ian says, in India, they are non-veg. Could be inverted later. Yeah, a lot of Indians are vegetarian, and a lot of them don't know of the horrifics of the dairy industry. It's really horrifying industry that can said to eclipse the cruelty of the beef industry as far as the point A to Z, what happens between. All right, Mosh. Is Mosh going vegan? I think Mosh is going vegan. Is he going vegan, guys? Or You can do it, dude. Hi, guys. Hey, you don't have to eat rocks. You can eat delicious plant-based burgers and delicious plant-based pizzas, like ridiculous burritos, tacos, whatever you want. You want Chinese, you want Italian, you want Mexican, Colombian, Czech, Middle Eastern. You got it on a vegan diet. You want burgers, you want chicken wings, you want milkshakes. You got it on a vegan diet. You just find the vegan version of. Just made from plants, guys. Just plants. Hi, guys. How's it going, everybody? How are you? Now, um, that being said, hi, guys. Whole food plant-based eating is the healthiest way you can possibly go. So if you're looking to level up your health, whole food plant-based eating is where you want to end up. For longevity, um, it can even be argued ethically. But whole food plant-based, guys, that's where you want to go. But like I said before, if you're going vegan or if you're thinking about going vegan, don't let perfection be your barrier to entry. Never gonna be perfect. Hi, guys. No one is. The least we can do is grant these animals bodily autonomy, for God's sakes. What's going on, buddy? How are you? All right, guys, I actually have to wrap up because I know that parking is out there today, and I know they are actively searching for cars that have expired, and mine, I think, has expired, so I gotta go. Anyway, thanks for being here, everybody. Hopefully, you guys in the chat have learned some things from my fellow vegans in the chat. Thanks for fielding all the questions, guys. Like half of this live, I couldn't even see the screen because of the glare. But thanks for being out here. Didn't have too much activity tonight. It was kind of light. But we were all out here for the animals, on the street, speaking up, putting the limelight on what needs to be talked about, and hopefully planting some seeds. Tessa, I'm not 100%. I'm hoping over the weekend or like maybe Monday or Tuesday, if not Sunday. But things could change. It could be sooner rather than later as well. But, it's at least going to be once a week. I'm committing that to you guys, once a week, and committing that to our animal brothers and sisters. So let's do this, everybody. Go vegan, and, let's go turn the world vegan. Love you guys. Have a great night to everybody who joined. All right, guys. I'm going to go walk back to the car. Bye, everybody.